Well, hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Slight change of plans today. Valerie and Diana, both of the emails that went out to them for today disappeared into the ether. And so they didn't have any schedule for it. It wasn't on their calendars because the emails didn't go through. We don't know what happened. It's Mercury retrograde. What do you expect? Everything's gone a little wonky. So, uh, hey, Roman, I was going to be on with Ramon later tonight, but he is ill, so he will not be with me tonight. Um, I'm waiting to hear back from someone I asked, and because I hadn't asked, haven't asked them in a while, and if they can't make it, then I might just be tagging you, Roman, and saying you're it. Um, so hello, everybody. Oh, hi, French Style. Thank you for subscribing. You're from Canada. Y'all are much better off than we are. Hi, Nancy. And One Old Crow. And Angie is here. And Goldman XY. And let's see who else is in the house. Tapioca Thievery is here. And Schweikoff is checking in and out. She's at the doctor. Frida N91 is here. Color Addict is here. And let's see who else we got. I think that's everybody for the moment. Um, oh, let's see. Nancy's here. Donna's here. Debbie's here. Yeah, Linda's here. So, y'all got me for a little while. What you want to talk about? Anything goes. You can ask any kind of question, and we'll just play it by ear and see what happens next. So eating pizza and watching. Hush, Kimberly. That's right. I had a Whopper from Burger King. I had to run errands earlier, and I was like, I'm really craving a Whopper. I haven't eaten a Whopper in I can't remember when. So I went took a different direction home so I could grab me a Whopper, and there we go. That's a little better. And eat it. So and I quite enjoyed it. And let's see. Oh my goodness, French style, you had a car accident this week? Okay, well we'll do a reading on that, darling, and see what's up. Jackie, Edward, hello. I got a bunch of y'all watching and eating lunch. Hi Angie, hi Deb, hi Linda, and let's see. Let's see here. All righty. Yeah, I would imagine so. Last car accident in our home was my son. I think this was the last one. Um, and it was the old Toyota that we had. And let me fix this camera. Okay, there we go. And he got hit by, he was in a little Toyota Corolla, and a great big old one of those great big giant super cab pickup trucks hit him. Car was over here, the front end was over there, and the cops were like, we don't understand how he walked away. It's like the second bad accident he's been in his life where they were scratching their heads going, we should be scraping him off the concrete. We don't know how he survived. And I'm like, I know how he survived. He's got some really powerful angels around him that keep him safe. Um, um, so, hey, Frida, and hi, Tishy, Marianne, Carolyn. Um, so yeah, so I started to just cancel the show, and then I thought, well, no, that's not fair to folks who were looking forward to watching something. We were going to do an astrology update, but since I know absolute diddly squat about astrology, well, we're not going to be doing that. So I'm going to see if I can get them on next weekend. See what I got to have to shuffle around what works for our schedules, and we'll go from there and see what happens next. So let me get a few of these questions started. And now, for those of you who are members who were at the live stream last night, y'all know that our little dog, Mr. Kane, or Caney Bear, as I call him sometimes, he's really old, and he's been slowly just kind of falling apart, going blind, going deaf, teeth falling out. He's been having trouble kind of like walking, he'll be like walking across the room and suddenly his back legs will just kind of like fold in on him. And it'll take him a minute before he can get up and start moving again. Well, his back legs finally decided we're not going to work anymore. So it kind of freaked all of us out a little bit. And a friend of my son's has a doggy wheelchair. And it was he and she served together in the Navy. They were in the Navy together, and they served on the same ship. And when she saw him posting about it, she immediately contacted him and said, I've got a wheelchair for him, not a problem. And she got it set out today, so we should get it Monday or Tuesday. In the meantime, I ordered a doggy sling, and it's like just a big long piece of material, big U with handles at the top, and you slip it around their backside, and you can like lift up his back legs so that he can walk, and we can take him out to go to the bathroom, and we don't have to worry about him peeing all over himself because he can't get his front legs out of the way. And so I'm waiting for that to come in. It's supposed to arrive today, so because I ordered it last night, so that should come in sometime today. God, I'm like really raspy sounding. Geez, sorry. That's a little better. Hey, Edward. And so like I said, I started to just cancel the show, and then I thought, well, that's not cool. Everybody enjoys watching. It's not like it's me or anything. Just they enjoy getting a reading and watching the show and watching me fall on my face sometimes. So that's normal for me. Not a big deal. I fall on my face a lot. So a lot of times when my legs decide not to work, or rather my back decides not to work, and I hit the ground, which is why I now have to use cane when I walk so that I don't hit the ground as much. I was at the drugstore last weekend. I had to go pick up a prescription, and this little old lady, she barely came up to my shoulder, and y'all, I'm 5 feet, so I'm not exactly up there. I'm a little short person too, but she was this little old lady. She was like up to my shoulder, and she was kind of hunched over, and she had a walker with wheels on it that she was using. And she was in line in front of me, and one of her scripts wasn't ready yet. And so she said, well, I'll just scooch over here and take care of the next to the lady behind me, which was me. She said, and just let me know when it's ready. And so I went to move out of the way so she could go behind me where there were chairs to sit on in the pharmacy. And she just scooted a little bit to my side and then like popped something on that walker, and a seat flopped down. And she proceeded to sit down. And I went, I need one of those. And she started laughing because she saw my cane. She says, yeah, I finally graduated from the cane, and now I have a walker. She says, but I got one with a chair in it so that I can sit down when I have to. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to get one of these, man. I said, that would be so convenient, because usually, going somewhere out in public is not really an issue. But if I have to stand in line for a while, it gets really difficult unless I have like a wall right there that I can lean against, or if they have chairs where I can sit. I don't do well with just standing still in a line. My back starts locking up, and I have been known to just suddenly fold and hit the ground. I don't know what happens. It just there it is. And I was laughing. I said, "Oh, I need to get me one of those walkers with a seat in it, man." I said, "Wow, that would be so handy." Um, so anyway, yes, Carolyn, we have a wonderful chat family that's on a lot of our shows, and they are really quite remarkable and very loving and caring and funny as hell, and that's okay. So, Color Addict, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday! All right, everybody, send Color Addict happy birthday wishes. We got a roaster good. That's awesome. And you're what, 21, 15, 16? Tell us. And let's see here. Da, 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 da. I try to be funny, Angie, because if I don't, I cry. I mean, things are just like really going to hell in a handbasket in a hurry here. So, all right. Got you, Kenneth. Got you. Butterflies are free. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Hi, Gary. And hi, Elaine. And let's see here. Hi, Taz. Or is it Taz? Taz Shaw. I don't know how you say that. You'll have to break it down for me phonetically. Let's see. And hi, Linnea. I knew somebody spelled it like that, pronounced it Linnea. So if I'm wrong, just say so. Hi, Silky Steel. I see you're back. And Stormy is here. Which NATO? Oh, I like that. And all right, let's see here. Okay, gotcha. They are narcissists. And welcome. All right, lift up. Well, that's how it's been. What is it? Kayame. That's how it's kind of been with our little dog. He's what they call a dorky. He's a dachshund and a Yorkie mix. So he's a little bitty guy. And usually if he kind of would fall over or start dragging a leg, we would just kind of straighten him up and straighten his leg, and then he was good to go. And the other day he just went, and that was it. He hasn't been able to stand up on his own since. He'll get up out of his bed and start dragging himself around the floor. And so we were like, yeah, no, we got to do something about that. So once my son quit freaking out with a panic, because it's his dog, he looked up, for doggy wheelchairs. And most of them are like in the $300 to $700 range. It's like, you got to be kidding me, for a couple of pieces of PVC and canvas, and they're going to charge you $300 for that. But we found one that was fairly nice. That was like around 65, $70. That was about the cheapest one we could find. That was an actual, they strap around the body, and then it has like support that comes down the back where their legs are, and it has wheels. So they're moving with their front legs, and the back legs just kind of hang there, but they got wheels so they can cruise pretty good. And anyway, he had posted about it on Facebook, and one of his old shipmates that he served with the Navy, contacted him and said, dude, I used to have dachshunds. I've got one of those. I'm going to send it to you. And she sent it off today. So we should get it Monday or Tuesday. And, it's high violet. And it's just so, it's just difficult when it's bad enough when your child gets sick. but they can at least tell you what's wrong or what hurts. Um, with a pet, I'm not a pet psychic. I don't, I mean, every once in a really like wild blue moon, I might pick up a message from a pet, but it's very rare. And so I just don't get anything yet. I mean, that may change in the future. Who knows? But for right now, it doesn't work. And so it can be disheartening because they can't tell you what's wrong or what hurts or anything. And so we ordered him a sling. I'm waiting for it to come in. Like I said, we got a little doggy wheelchair coming, and oh, well, thank you, Elaine. I can't believe you like to listen to my gravelly voice. Um, I don't know, Roman. I've heard of them, but I couldn't tell you anything about them. I really don't know. And yeah, butterflies. Exactly. Well, I used to be just sometimes I needed a cane, and now it's like all the time I need a cane. It's I don't go very far without that extra support. Um, but that's because my back's all screwed up. So they, they keep talking about back surgery, and I keep telling them, yeah, when I can't walk, we'll talk, but not until then, because I watched my late husband go through 5 back surgeries in a 14-year time period, and it just kept getting worse. And so I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that until there's just no other options out there. Now, they did do a neck surgery on me in 2011. I had 4 vertebrae in my neck fused. So C4 through C7, I've got like a steel rod and screws that go into the vertebrae, and that's what holds my head up. But I can turn my head, and I couldn't do that before. And I also I can type again because I'm a secretary, and so it got to where I couldn't type. I couldn't pick up something to drink. I couldn't. I was losing all the functionality of my hands and stuff, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I gotta have my hands. And so we'll gotcha, Marie. And so we'll I finally consented to the neck surgery, and it it's still holding up good. So no issues there. I had a really good orthopedic surgeon. His name was Dr. Chang. I lived in Phoenix at the time, so that's where it was done. And yep, I was on earlier with Sun Psychic Jean. Jean and I get together once a month. We take turns. So we'll be back together in December, and we'll be on her channel. So I just adore Jean. She is just so sweet. And let's see. Oh yeah, Elaine, I've heard of those biomats. I need to get one of those things that you can put on the back of your chair that like can I need to get a massage chair. Let's be honest, that's what I really want. Um I I guess about a year or two ago I was looking at something, and they had the regular like full size recliners, but it was a massage chair recliner. And it's like you can lean back, put your feet up, and hit the buttons, and it massages and rolls or pumps or heats up or gets cold. And it's like, oh, I need one of those really bad, but I didn't have $1,500 for it. So it's like, yeah, I don't need it that bad. I'd go get a pedicure if I want a back massage, because they got those, those massage chairs you can sit in. And hi, Miss Ann, and or Miss Annie, I'm sorry. And so yeah, I mean, there are days when I go to get up in the morning, and it's like my back's like, no, we're not working today, and I literally have to crawl to the bathroom. I can't stand up. Um, And so I have I was injured back in 1999. I got hurt in an accident at work, and it like screwed up my back really bad and my neck, dislocated my jaw, and knocked out a bunch of my teeth. So now the teeth come out in the jar every night and soak, and I need a new set. I just can't afford those either. They cost too much money. But so the back is slowly, I've developed what they call degenerative disc disease. The discs in my back, that's the little jelly stuff that goes between the vertebrae. Um, they're like slowly disintegrating. And it's gotten to the point where the three vertebrae above my tailbone, which is S1 to I think it's L4, L5, there's no disc left. It's just bone crunching on bone. And so that's when I have, if I move wrong and that nerve gets caught in between there, I'm down for the count. And so and all right, let's see here. I want to make sure I don't think I've missed anybody. And we will see. I saw your questions, Marie. You're not blocked here. Maybe another channel. Now sometimes when moderators are trying to deal with the chat, there have been times when you go to click on something and the chat will jump, and the next thing you know, you've like timed somebody out for a while or something. It happens, and 99% of the time it's accidental. It's happened to me as a moderator on other channels, and I mean, there's not anything you can really do about it. Just, apologize to the person. I'm so sorry, I can't undo it. You have to wait till the timeout ends. And I've never blocked anybody. I have been blocked. Somebody accidentally blocked me on a channel, and that was like 5 years ago. And to this day, I still cannot chat and be seen on that particular person's channel. And I wrote to the person, it was like, I don't, did I break a rule or something? I don't know what's wrong. And, he was really nice. He was like, no, I wasn't even aware you were blocked. And he tried to go in and fix it, and it wouldn't fix. And so I'm just like, well, if I listen to one of their shows, I just can't participate, in the chat, which is frustrating sometimes. But it's like, oh, well, it's, that's life. Carolyn, that's funny. Oh my God. His front legs were dachshund and his back legs were bulldog. I bet he did look like a jacked up racer. Oh my God, that's hilarious. For those of you coming in late, today is Color Addict's birthday. So make sure you send a birthday wish to Color Addict. Hey, J Cat Lady. And oh, bless your heart. All right, well, J Cat Lady's cat had a stroke this week. I am not, like I said, I'm just not tuned into animals like that. It hasn't, that particular gift has not come forward as of yet. You might want to check with Mark, Spirit Whisperer. He might be able to tune in and let you know, if the cat is aware of what's going on. I know there's Jaylene. She was a guest on my channel a couple of months ago. She was back on Nate's channel, I think, last weekend. And she is a remarkable animal whisperer. It's like having your very own Dr. Doolittle sitting there. And so, you might could check with her. I'd have to go back and try to find the video I did with her for her contact info. I don't remember it off the top of my head. She's got a website, where you can contact her. And hi, Teresa. Hi, Napoleon. Oh, look out, y'all. We got Napoleon in the house. Damn. Hey, Archangel. So in the meantime, the rest of us can just send as much healing energy Squint's way. That's her cat's name, Squint. And so, and just kind of go from there. I'm not. Oh yeah, no, Marie, you're fine. You're fine. Oh really, Nancy? Yeah, I've seen stories or videos about the little wheelchairs that they'll use for dogs and cats, and they seem to really enjoy it because it gives them that sense of freedom that a lot of them haven't felt in a while. And so I'm sure he's going to dig out on that little wheelchair when we get it, because he's going to be able to move around in ways he hasn't been able to move around in quite a while, because he's old. He's like 15, 16 years old. And he's, all squinched up with arthritis and stuff. So, it's not, I'm sure it's not fun for him. Yeah, Elaine, I used to do aqua therapy back when I first got injured. I did aqua therapy for like about 2 years. Best damn therapy you could do, because when you get into the water, it removes the gravity of the earth. So you're able to go through the motions and do the kind of moves and stretches that a therapist will want you to do, but you're not working against gravity. So it makes it easier on your body to move around. And when possible, I've always tried to live somewhere with a pool. Where we live now, they have 4 pools in our complex. So it's a fairly large complex. And yeah, I can go over to the pool in the summertime, and I get in the water, and I always swam like a fish anyway. I can't really swim anymore because of my back, but I can get in the water and I can stand there and I can do the movements and the stretches and everything. I do, on a regular basis, I do what's called Qigong. It's a form of Tai Chi. It's designed more for older people or people with spinal injuries. It's just very slow, fluid movements that you make to just kind of get your body moving and kind of stretching without anything drastic. It's not like it's not like you're having to move harder or faster or anything. It's just really slow, easy movements, and that helps a lot. It really does. And let's see what else we got here. And yeah, they tried doing the injections in my back, lady, but they don't work. In fact, they had kind of a reverse effect on me. They caused the pain to increase. And so, Marie, darling, we've got your question starred. When we get to you, I will call you and let you know. I haven't started readings yet, but we will be starting soon. Just be a little patient. And so let's see. Yeah, I mean, I've got like just a regular kind of, just a swivel desk chair. Actually, it's called a drafting chair. It sits up higher off the ground than most other chairs. Because of the fact that I'm so short, when I sit in a regular chair, the desktop like hits me right across the top of my boobs, and it makes it hard to do anything. And so I had put one on my list, and somebody sent me a chair. what can I say? I was like, oh wow, this is fantastic. So that was really cool. But I'll have to send me a link with a biomat, Elaine, and that way I can go check them out and see. I might be able to add it to my chair. Um, but So I don't know yet. I am waiting. I have already asked somebody else if they could fill in for tonight. And if they're not able to, then I'll hit up Roman because I know he's available. And yeah, Elaine, if I could get my insurance to pay for it, I would do massage therapy like every week if I could get away with it. There's nothing better than massage therapy. Now, before they did the surgery on my neck, when I lived in Phoenix, I was going through a chiropractor like once a week. And I would go in and man, they would snap, crackle, pop me all over it. It was like, whoa, I felt like a bowl of jello when I got out. But the minute they did the neck surgery, they're like, yeah, no, you're no longer a candidate for us. So, um, and but yeah, if you can find anybody, that does any kind of massage therapy or chiropractic stuff that's also a Reiki healer, that can make a huge difference because they're able to infuse the two things together. And so you're able to, um, yeah, L2, L3, L4, 5, L5, and S. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my whole spine is degenerative disc. They're all disintegrating from all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. And so I just try to be real careful that I don't move too suddenly or you leaving for work? Okay, baby, have a good night. I'll see you tonight. And my son leaving for work, and he's a sound engineer at one of the restaurant clubs downtown. So they have live bands over the weekend. And so his work week is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And he works fairly long hours because he has to get there. He has to set everything up. He has to wait for the band to show up and then make sure all of their equipment is compatible with the house sound system and everything. And it's all set up through his. He was using his iPhone for a while, and then his boss went and bought an iPad, and so he just walks around with an iPad. He can control everything through the iPad, and then the iPad died, and they had to go get another one, which they finally got. But in the meantime, he had to use his phone. But there's quite a few people in the community that are Reiki healers that are really good, or just healers in common. I have Trish Campbell that's going to be on with me next Saturday, and I think he just left for work. Go look and see if the car's still there. Um, um, oh, I got Trish Campbell coming on next Saturday. She does, her channel is Ribbons and Wax. She makes these beautiful candles. This is one of the ones she made for me. It's called the Sea Witch. I like the sound of that. And, but she makes these beautiful candles that are like designed and stuff for specific people or for specific issues. And but she's also a healer, and I mean really strong healer. And she can like tune in and tell you right away, like pretty much what the issue is or where it's located at, so that you can get it fixed. And hi, Deanna. And so yeah, I don't know. They may go to that one day with me. Um, Marie, darling, you will be in line to where it was that your question was entered with everyone else. And members go first and then everybody else. Um, Not a problem, Elaine. So yeah, I mean, Jaylene was on with Nath, I think it was the last weekend. So you might want to check his channel. I'm sure he's got her information there. I'd have to go back and it's been a while since it was like almost a year ago, I think, when she came on my channel. And she's just a lovely, lovely lady, and she's really good at what she does. And so yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes people click the wrong button, or they misinterpret whatever you've written, and they kind of jump the gun and block somebody. Personally, it's like I tell my moderators, I would prefer that y'all didn't block people. If there's an issue, let me know and I'll look into it. And if they need to be blocked, I'll take care of blocking them. Now, if they have to time somebody out because they're being a pain in the ass, or being ugly or rude to people, then that's one thing. But I would prefer, if it's a block, let me know and I'll handle it. And that way, it could be just somebody that doesn't realize they're coming across the wrong way, because that does happen. All right, Starfish, I got you. Hey, JW. Yeah. All right. So just by the time I think I'm at the bottom of the chat, oh, Starfish, thanks for becoming a member. How awesome is that? So we've got a members meeting next Saturday. So that's a Zoom call, and we're all on it. We don't record members meetings. It's think of Vegas. What's said in the meeting stays in the meeting, and we just have a lot of fun with it. And so if you will email me at swampvoices@gmail.com, all one word, and just send me your email. If the name shows up different in your email than your channel name, put both so I know who it is that it goes to. And then that way, when I send out the Zoom, I post the Zoom link, but I prefer to email it out to as many of the email addresses as I have. So, and then if there's anything else extra special that I'm going to do for members, I like having the email so I can send y'all stuff. And oh, I didn't know Viviani did animal healing. I know she did Reiki and Akashic readings, but I didn't know she did animal reading. I've got to get her on the channel. We've been talking about it for like over a year, and it just hasn't seemed to line up, So we'll get there eventually. Hi, literary lady, we got you. Okay. All right. I'm already up to 19 questions. Wow. Okay, thanks, Elaine. Yeah, just shoot me an email, or yeah, email would be best, and then I can go in and I can look and find what might be best for me. And gotcha, Amy. Oh wow, another new member. Hi, Aunt B. Thank you. Do you have Opie and Andy with you? Yes, you got to be old enough to know who I'm talking about. So I have the heating pads. I have several different kinds. I also have a TENS unit. That's the little pads with the electrodes in them that I can stick to my back when it really, really, really gives me a hard time, and it gives you that electric shock, and you'd be amazed at how well that works. One good thing, one old grow with me is I've got good bones. It even as much as like probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I had a bone density test done, and they were like, "You got bone structure like a teenager." I'm like, "Well, that's a good thing." Anyway, I mean, most people by the time they get up my age, their bones start getting really kind of weak. Do I connect to loved ones past? Sometimes, yes. Um, that is a newer gift for me, the mediumship. Sometimes it boom, it just comes right in, and sometimes I have to work at it a little bit. Um, uh, oh, Jen Lynn's a healer. Okay, I didn't know that. Um, so all right. Oh, thank you, Sally. I appreciate the donation. Oh, thanks, Aunt B. Donna Norris is also, I'm going to put that up, is also an amazing animal psychic and heals animals. She does many healings for free at rescues, especially horses, because she had horses and he told her how to help them. That sounds very similar to kind of how Jaylene got started. She had horses. And so, yeah, and as somebody that grew up around horses, and I was a city girl during the week, and I was a country girl on the weekend when I was a kid. And and my grandfather had horses, and I rode in the rodeo, and I did all that kind of stuff when I was a preteen and teenager. Hey, Liz. Oh, that's cool, Elaine. I didn't realize that. Hi. What is it? Hinda Ader? Is that how you say it? Hinda Ader? Hinda Ader? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Correct me if I got one of those right or wrong, or spell it out phonetically for me. And Jade and Tourmaline, when I got that bad, when they first discovered the kidney issues I'm currently dealing with, and I was not doing real well over it. And there I go, dropping shit again. I have Trish will be on next week. She sent me, this is Amber, like from Jurassic Park, which I can't seem to hang on to today. This is a big, God almighty, my hands don't want to work today. Big chunk of amber, and she was like, "Put it in your bra." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Put it in your bra." Keep it in your bra. And it took like a little less than a week for my respiratory infection to heal. And Miss Terrell D, hello, my love. How are you? I messaged you on Messenger earlier. Check it out. And let's see. No Andy, Barney, or Opie. Doggone it. Just your nieces not being able to pronounce your name. Aunt BP. Oh, thank you. Hey, Sierra, one of my former students. And I got it cut yesterday, honey. I was like, I had enough. You got to get rid of this crap. And so, yeah, it looks kind of right now because I've been running all over the place. But yeah, I got it cut yesterday. It feels so much better. Feels like I got 10 pounds off my head. Oh, okay, cool. And hey, Amy, and I got your question earlier. And all right. Let me. Oh, you responded? Okay, thank you, Miss Terrell D. So, all right, I got to the bottom of the chat. Yay! So at this point in time, because we have 22, Questions are closed at this point. So we're not taking any more new questions. So, hey, Wayne, how have you been? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Let me, moderators, do your thing. If anybody comes in now wanting a question, just kindly let them know questions are closed and that we will, if I'm not able to get to them, come back tonight for the slumber party and I'll answer the question tonight. Hey, Marby. And all right, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? First up is Jackie. Any messages come through from spirit guides? Okay, for the rest of this month. I've been talking and I didn't take any cards out. Hang on. Let me give a shuffle here. Let's see, all that talking, I could have been shuffling. Hey, Terry. Hi, Jules. Now, is it Llama Serenity or I Am a Serenity? I'm not sure if that's an L or an I. Yes, the slumber party is a lot of fun. Slumber party is anything goes, especially foul language. So we have lots of fun at the slumber party. And that's every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central. All right. So oh, awesome. Is it I'm a Serenity or is it Llama Serenity? I don't know if it's an L or an I. If you could, because I don't want to say your name wrong. I grew up with people constantly saying my name wrong, so I'm kind of self-conscious about getting people's names pronounced correctly or to the best of my ability anyway. All right, Jackie, let's see what we got. Well, first thing that came up is soulmate, unbreakable bond. If you don't have a soulmate yet, that may mean that one is on the way. So if you've already got one, treat him with loving kindness, or her, depending. And then I got memories, reminisce. So take a little time this month to just kind of reminisce on some of your happier memories and maybe even start writing them down, journaling them. I watched my mom go through dementia, and it was horrible watching her lose all of her memories. And so, yeah, it's important. And then, oh, wow, we got connection beyond the physical. This is spirit letting you know I am here. And they're going to show you that with butterflies, because you see all the butterflies there. I would not be surprised if you start seeing butterflies this month. And that's just going to be spirit's way of letting you know I'm here. I'm here with you. You are safe. You are loved. And yeah. So there you go, Jackie. Hi, Annie. All righty. Let's see who's next. Kaya is up next. And no, Kaya, I just saw you in there a minute ago. I'm pretty sure you're still here. Any information I need to know from spirits guides? Yeah, they will talk to you. You'll hear your name. That's how I heard my spirit guides for the first time. I had a picture of them. And the minute I saw the picture, the first thing I heard is, "We're your guides." And I didn't know what that meant. Kind of freaked me out. And of Fortunately, there were a few people I could ask who kind of explained it to me. And it's just been a remarkable relationship ever since. At one point, I asked them, "What are your names?" And they literally started laughing and said, "You can't pronounce it, so don't worry about it." So I call them Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I'm like, if you're not going to tell me your name, then I'm going to name you. And it's not going to be nice. So they laugh. They think it's funny. So at least I got guides with a sense of humor. Ooh, okay. Kaya says, family, protect each other. This is a reminder that part of your position here on this planet at this time is as family protector, whether that's your parents, your siblings, your aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, or if that's a spouse and children and grandchildren and whatnot. Part of your mission is family protector, and it just says protect each other. That's pretty good. And then you got anxiety. I like that picture. Need help to relax. So if you enjoy the wacky weed, go light one up and relax. If not, eat a gummy. Whatever. But they're letting you know, bring it down, try to relax, take deep breaths, kick back on the porch, relax. Or your recliner, watch TV, listen to music, whatever works for you. We're all different. Me, I have to go outside if I want to really relax. Sit back in my rocking chair and I'm out. And then a reminder, time is a precious thing. Don't waste it. Because our time is different from their time. Their time is, there is no time. Time doesn't exist for our guides, our angels, our ancestors. They are in that dimension where there is no time. So yeah, that's why a lot of psychics have a hard time answering when is something going to happen soon. Well, what does soon mean? I mean, for us, soon could be next week, next month, next year. For those on the other side, soon has no concept because there's no time. So this is just a little reminder that time is precious. Don't waste it. Enjoy every moment that you are here on this planet at this time with the people that you are with, because it's all part of your soul contract. These people were all meant to be with you and you with them. We all help connect each other, I guess would be a good way to put it. All right, let's see. Who's next? And, all right, let me see. Edward is up next. Edward, you still in the house, my darling? I know I saw you just a minute ago, but I just want to make sure. Hey, Connie. And all right. Hi, Aries. Questions are already closed, darling. But if you're awake later tonight for the slumber party, come back and you can get your questions answered then. Yep. All right. Edward is here. A message for the coming week. Well, let's see what they got in mind for you. Clear your mind. This says unclear mental struggles. confused mind. So there's something that's kind of interrupting your thought flow. So you might want to try to meditate on that a little bit, focus in, see if you can figure out what's disrupting that confusion. Sometimes it's just a matter of rechecking your date book or your facts to get it all out. And then I got an irresistible lack of control. Are they telling on you? Watch out for diabetes. So let's stay clear of the candy and the junk food. A little bit is okay, but let's not go overboard because we want you with us for a long, long time. And then you got dilemma, in a bind, a dangerous situation. So if something comes up this week that's going to put you in a dilemma, make sure that you're paying attention and that you're aware of your options so that you can avoid that dangerous situation. Okay. But altogether, I don't think it's going to be a bad week. I think it's just a pay attention to what's going on around you week. Okay. All right. And let's see. Let's see who is next. One Old Crow is up next. A message from your grandmother, Catherine. Okay. Let's see what she has to tell us. I really like this deck. This is Trish James Connections Oracle. I really like this deck a lot. She had a sale on it a while back. I think she's still offering it on her website. And I thought, well, that looks interesting. So I went in and bought it. I'm glad I did because I really like I really like the deck. All right. Message from your grandmother. First thing I heard was wipe your feet when you come in the door. Were you one of those that dragged muddy feet in the door? That was just so loud and clear and really out of nowhere. It's just wipe your feet when you walk in the door. Yes, ma'am. I mean, that just, wow. That just kind of came out of, well, they came from her. Not what I was expecting to hear. That's for damn. I got goosebumps when I said that. All right. Blink of an eye. Life is fleeting. It goes by too fast. So pay attention so you don't miss anything. And you were always in the dirt. Okay, well, that explains the wipe your feet. Because, you hear these things because I just hear them. And it's like, I can't say that. That sounds stupid. I've learned to just say it, whatever they say. Oh, we got this again. Time is precious. Don't waste it. Use your time wisely and be generous with the time that you give to others. Because you don't want to waste time, but you don't want to lose time either. This is like all 3 timing cards. Okay, she's trying to get a message to you. Slow down, take more time, let things pass by slowly. All right, so you've got slow down. Time is precious. Blink of an eye. Methinks someone's trying to get your attention on your timing. Don't waste your timing. Be aware of what's going on. Make the best use of your time. And pay attention to what's going on so that you don't miss out on anything that could be quite remarkable. All right. Let's see here. Oh, and y'all know that channel Life After Life. I did an interview with Evelyn, who does that channel, last year. And I will be doing another interview with her this Sunday. And then she usually airs it within a couple of days after the interview because it's a recorded show. It's not a live show. So as soon as I know when she's going to air it, I will post it and let y'all know. But it was a lot of fun the first time around. So I'm looking forward to interviewing with her again. That ought to be fun. Right. Let's see here. Okay, Aunt B, I got it. I'll go back and look at the I'll go back and look. You'll do better if it's information like to who to contact or look for or something. If you email it to me, swampvoices@gmail.com, then I know I'm going to get it and I'm not going to lose it somewhere in the chat. All right, One Old Crow, we got that. We got that done. And let's see who is next. Amy is up next. Will my brother actually make me pay $130 a month and cut off the power all day? What? Is that man tripping out of his brain? Tell him if he turns the power off all day, you're going to have to file charges for sibling abuse in especially where you live, and y'all already got snow on the ground. And just flat tell them, I would hate to have charges filed against you for sibling for handicap abuse. That's what that is. So don't be playing with that at all. Amy's brother make her pay $130 a month. I'm getting a no. So all right. Let's see here. Artist Liz, you are next. Okay. Yeah, Sheila, it is illegal. You can't. And the fact that Amy has MS and is handicapped, legally handicapped, he can't be turning the power off on her. She could have him arrested and put in jail. They don't play about that. Especially not where she lives when it snows and gets freezing ass cold. It's like, no, I don't think so. Message for the rest of the year. And I don't know what his power trip is, but he needs to get a grip. Not you, Liz. I'm still got responses coming to Amy there. That just blew my socks off seeing that. What? Okay. Let's give it one more shuffle here. Make sure it's good and mixed up. All right. The rest of this year, well, that's only about 6 weeks. So That's all we got left in this year is about 6 weeks. That's hard to believe. It's like part of me is like, it cannot almost be Christmas again. But at the same time, there's another part of me that's like, oh, please hurry up and bring in 2026. It's just, I'm so tired of the crap going on. All right, let's see what we got here, Liz. Well, this speaks to all of us. Older, fragility, the aging process. We get older every day. So I think this is just a nice little warning to be aware that you're getting older every day. Nothing quite works the way it did yesterday. And that's okay. Just be conscious of it so you don't do anything that can make it worse. Oh, and then we got memories, reminisce. And this points towards dementia, but I think what this is, again, another reminder to remember your memories, to pull them into focus. Maybe get a journal, start writing down things you remember, even if it's just bits and pieces here and there. At least it's getting it put down on paper so that one day someone can read it and go, wow, what an amazing life this lady lived, or that my great aunt lived, or whatever. And then you got spirit message, the other side. And this is this beautiful feather. And it just says, hello, we're here. They're just wanting you to know that they're here, they're with you. It might, I think, for as far as the rest of the year goes, is just focus and concentrate on memories, on things that have happened in your life. Start writing it down or record it. Sit down in front of your computer and just record digital files, or get a voice recorder and just record your voice or something. That's one way of that's one way of protecting who you are in the future, so that not only is it something that you're remembering, but it's something so that those who come behind you, they can remember too. And so yeah, Spirit's just telling you, some time to reminisce, take some time to write down your thoughts, your memories. Maybe start out with what a typical day is for Liz. What was a typical day for Liz 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? I used to journal a lot more than I do now. I really need to get back into it. But it can help when you write things down, and then you can go back later and reread to kind of see where you were and where you are. It's that journey, right? All right, I hope that helps. And all right, let's see here. I want to make sure I haven't missed any members. We had Starfish and Aunt B. Did they have a question? Let's see, a question for Starfish. Aunt B, didn't you have a question? I thought. Oh no, there's Starfish. Okay. All right, let's see what Phyllis has to say for you. She's saying planned my way, my exit plan. She went out the way she wanted to go out. She went out the way her soul contract she agreed to said she was going to go out. So there's no remorse that needs to be felt, or no guilt that needs to be felt over how she passed or what was surrounding the situation. It was part of her plan. And it's hard for us who's left behind to understand, but that was part of what she had to do. And then she says, you are loved in my heart. She still holds you in her heart. Look at that. It's two cats in a row. And she just wants you to know that she loves you. She's always loved you. Maybe she didn't show it the way she wanted to, but she felt it. And she just wants you to know that you're still in her heart. You'll never leave that. You will always still be in her heart. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Thank you, Starfish. Okay, and Aunt B was the last member. I don't see a question, Aunt B. I don't think you asked a question. Okay, Sally is up. She made a donation. Sally, are you still here, darling? Yes, Marie, you're coming up, darling. You're coming up. Members and donors go first. Part of the privileges of membership is you get to go to the front of the line. And now we're starting on regular questions from everybody else. So it shouldn't be that much longer for you. All right. Yeah, Sally's here. Yay. And all right. For December. Connection beyond the physical. I am here. The guides are telling you they're right there with you. They're connected. It's a connection that's beyond the physical realm. This is on an emotional and spiritual realm. Start looking for butterflies. I'm feeling they're going to show up. And then she wants you to know that there will be a reunion, or I don't know who that was. It just came through. Some woman just came through and said there will be a reunion. We'll be together again. We will meet again. So I don't know if this is someone who has passed on, or if this is just someone in your life that you haven't seen in a while. And Spirit is just letting you know that there's going to be a reunion soon. Okay, Aunt B, I got you. And then vision, watching over you. Spirit wants you to know they are aware of you. They are aware of your situation. They are aware of what it is you're going through, and they're with you. They see you. They see your situation in your life, and they are right there, right there. That's where this connection comes in. They're walking there with you step by step. Okay. That's beautiful. Wow. All right. Aunt B. Let's see what we got here. I can tell you from personal experience, dementia patients go through this personality change where, depending on the type of dementia it is, if it's like my mother had cerebral atrophy, her brain was literally shriveling up in her head. And so, as different centers in her brain shriveled, she not only lost memories or lost motor functions, like going from Monday to Tuesday of being able to blow her nose to not being able to comprehend how to blow her nose. Her personality went through a real change where there was a while that she was cruel and mean and physically violent. That was not my mom. She was never like that ever in her entire life. Um, Verbal abuse, physical abuse. She would walk around with a big stick and try to hit people and stuff. It's like, where the hell did this woman come from? My mother's never acted like that. And it's very difficult to see them go through these particular stages of dementia. Eventually, to some degree, it goes away. Some of their original personality might come back through, or they might morph and go into a different personality again altogether. Um, I don't know if your dad is in a hospice home or a nursing home. If he is, that's a good thing, especially with dementia patients, because they have professionals who know how to deal with that. Um, it, we all moved in, me, my brother, my son, my nephew, we all moved in together to tag team taking care of mama. And it made it really hard. There were times when it was really hard, and because we weren't equipped for that. We didn't have the professional knowledge for that. We didn't have the professional skills for that. We didn't have the ability to handle the changes that she was going through. Um, and it can make you feel very isolated and frightened. It's the only word I can think about it. So um, even if he's still able to care for himself in a limited function, it may be time to put him in a nursing home with people who know and understand what it is he's going through, and they can let you know yes or no. Um, or they have the ability of knowing what it is that the patient is going through, and then they can let you know yes or no how they are doing for that day. If it's a good day to visit, if it's a better day to come back tomorrow, type of thing. Um, we we didn't utilize that kind of help until it basically was taken away from us when she started having seizures and couldn't walk, couldn't talk or anything anymore. And that's when the doctors were like, she can't go home. She has to go on hospice. And she lived for about 2 more months and then she passed. And but I'm glad we had that 2 months to be able to reconnect with her on a level that wasn't caretaker, because it's a different kind of relationship you have. So it's very hard, very hard. And let's see. Okay, from what's going on, it sounds like he's mishandling things, he's misunderstanding things, he's making mistakes. Um, it says on here medication error. You might want to talk to his doctors and see, have they put him on a new medication, or had they changed the dosages of some of his medication? That can sometimes have a really big effect on someone and can change their personalities, especially as they get older, because medicine affects us differently. Um, and I pulled inheritance. I think with this, that spirit is just trying to warn you, don't don't pull those thoughts as the only inheritance you have. You need to go back in your memories and remember the good times. Remember the man he was. Remember the love and the caring that he had, the laughter that he had. And that's what you need to remember, because that's your true inheritance. Okay. Um, yeah, there's something going on, definitely cognitively. I'm feeling, um, I would talk to his doctors, and just let them know what is going on. Maybe there's some kind of a cognitive test and medical test that they can run, when he goes in for his regular checkup, and make sure that there's not some kind of chemical imbalance going on that can change your personality drastically when it happens. Um, so, if, I mean, God forbid, and I'm not seeing this happening to him, but even somebody who gets cancer and doesn't even know that they have cancer. Um, Sometimes, a lot of times, family realizes something's wrong because of the personality changes that happen. So that's something to definitely look into. Oh, thank you, Starfish Believer. That's so sweet of you. All right. And Sally, did I read yours? I can't remember now if I read yours. I think I read you before I read Aunt B, right? Um, so, y'all, did I read for Sally already? I know she made a donation. I think I already read for her. Changes in diet, yeah, that can, especially as you get older, that can really mess you up. Um, I got you, Marie. I'm not quite to you yet, darling. Hang tight. You're on the list. You're not going anywhere. Um, well, that's a good thing, Aunt B. So, yes, I did. Thank you, Marby. I couldn't remember if I had actually um, read her or not. I forgot to unstar it. That's my problem. All right. So we've got Angie Gutierrez is next, followed by French Style, followed by Violet. Those are the next three in line. Please let me know if you are here. And Angie's here. Yay. All right. So that's French Style and Violet Stranger. Are you here? Let me know, because you're the next two coming up on The Price is Right. All right. Is your dad on the other side, Angie, or is he just... Violet's here? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Angie, is your dad passed? Or is he still here? French Style is here. Yay! Awesome. Y'all just hanging with me. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. First thing out of the batch. Dilemma. In a bind. Dangerous situation. I think this is just to let you know to be careful. He is on the other side. Okay. Thank you for confirming that for me. It feels like he's just wanting you to be careful. Be careful who you trust in the new place. Be careful who you trust with your move. I mean, I don't know if you have just friends helping you move or family helping you move, or if you have professional movers. I would just be aware of your surroundings as you make a move, because sometimes you have predators that look for folks that are in the middle of that, for them to go in and disrupt or cause harm. So you want to be careful of that. Oh, and then he said hidden, searching for the truth, hidden secrets. There may be things that come to light during this move, whether if it's where you're moving to or where you're moving from. There may be information that comes up that will let you know certain truths that maybe you were never aware of. So yeah, I would just be aware that there may be truths that come to light. Okay. Oh, this goes right with it. Forgiveness. Move past grievances and find peace. So this is regardless of what you find, okay? Regardless of the dilemmas that may appear in your life, most importantly is forgiveness. Move past the grievances. Let it go. You know, is what's the old saying? Let it go. Let go, let God, whatever it is, something like that. I don't remember exactly how it was phrased, but it will help you to find peace. And that's what's important, is that you find your peace. And that's what he's trying to tell you, is despite the dilemmas, despite the hidden secrets coming out, forgiveness will get you through all of it. Even if the other person never knows that you've forgiven them, you know that you've forgiven them. And that's where forgiveness begins. I had a very dear friend that I've known since I was 9 years old. And we had a major falling out when I was in my early 20s. And I moved away out of the state, and we did not speak for probably another 20 years when we reconnected. And it would not have been possible to have reconnected had I not, at some point after I had moved away, forgiven her. And she never knew I forgave her. She never knew that I had made that definitive choice of not dragging it around with me anymore. I forgave and I let it go and I moved on from it. But when we reconnected 20 years later, the first words out of her mouth were, "I'm so sorry." And it was like stepping into a waterfall and being washed clean. Had I not have forgiven her already and moved beyond it, I don't know if those words would have helped at that point, because there might have still been too much anger and too much hurt wrapped up in my heart. And so most times when you forgive someone, it's more for your benefit than their benefit. Because why carry that pain around? Forgive and move on. It doesn't mean that you don't forget. You'll never forget. You'll always remember. But you can forgive. And I think that's what your dad wants you to know, that whatever it is that happens during this move, before or after this move, that forgiveness is what's going to make your new place a sanctuary, because you're not dragging the old baggage with you. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the next one here. Next up, we got French style. All right. And then Violet Strange is next. I know you're here. After Violet Strange is Color Addict, followed by Butterflies Are Free. Butterflies Free. So Color Addict and Butterflies, let me know if you're still here. All right, French style, what you got here? Oh, that's right. You were the one that had the car accident. Okay. All right. Will French style get enough money from the insurance settlement to cover the car she needs? It may be used, it may be new, but will she have enough money to cover the car she needs? Yes, definitely. Should she buy a new car or look at used cars? Should she buy a new car? Damn, it's not moving. Should she go with a used car? Yes. So go for the used car. Get it thoroughly checked when you get it so that you're sure you're not going to have any issues with it. And I hope you're okay. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing worse than a car accident, especially if people get hurt. Because that's not cool. All right. Violet Strange, you are up. All right. Okay, well, let's see. That's another pendulum question. Let's get it right. Hey, Cat Nana. All right. Violet Strange would love to move somewhere where she can have a dog, a big dog. Should she look for a house? Yes. Should she look for an apartment? Maybe it's going in a circle. Should she maybe move into a trailer or a manufactured home? Oh, that went to no. Look at apartments. You may get a good deal that'll take a big dog at an apartment, because that was a maybe, but it was a definite yes for looking for a house, because then you'll have a yard. Big dogs need room to run and play, and it can be difficult for them to be cooped up inside of an apartment because they just don't have the freedom to move around the way they should. Um, so I hope that helps, Violet Strange. But yeah, Spirit's definitely saying look for a house. You can contemplate an apartment because there are apartment complexes that do allow big dogs. Like where I live, they allow dogs, I think, like up to 60 or 65 pounds. That's a fairly big dog. And we have two dog parks on our premises. They have one for the little dogs to run around and play in, and then they have one for the big dogs to run around and play in. So, and they have dog walking stations all throughout the complex with the baggies so you can scoop the poop and all that fun stuff. Um, so, so yeah. Oh, you want a small house? Awesome, awesome. So yeah, start looking at houses. Um, Maybe it's not to buy or not to buy right now, but you never know what may come along. So, um, good luck. Let us know how it goes. All right. Coloradic, you are up and is our birthday person. It is, Elaine. It's very smart. When we first moved here and they told us, well, we have two dog parks, one for the little dogs and one for the big dogs. I was like, why? And she said, well, a lot of times little dogs are afraid of the big dogs. And sometimes the big dogs are afraid of the little dogs, or they tend to be overly rambunctious with them, which can hurt the little dogs. So they just decided here, we'll just have separate dog parks. Now, if there's only like 2 or 3 dogs out there, I think they just all run together. It doesn't really matter. But if it's a day where there's, a dozen or more animals out there, it kind of helps to kind of separate the big and the little so the little ones don't get hurt. Um, all right. Message for our birthday person. What does Spirit have for you for a birthday message? I would sing happy birthday to you, but my gift is I'm not singing. Trust me, if you heard me, you would be very thankful for that fact. I cannot carry a tune in a bucket to save my soul. And all right. Well, the first thing they're saying is slow down and take more time. Just take things in stride. Slow down a little bit. Take your time with things and just keep it all in stride. There's no rush. You're not in a race. You don't have to be the first one over the finish line. Oh, Then you got freedom, release of pressure. I feel free. Well, that's a good birthday present right there. Freedom. I can hear it in my ears. Freedom. It was the Scottish to Braveheart. That's who it was. All right. I hate this card because of the picture, but I love the message. I don't like bugs. It says resilient, resisted, you held on. So you do this. I don't like looking at the bug. And you will feel freedom. And that will enable you to slow down, smell the roses, and enjoy your life a little bit more. And that's a pretty damn good birthday present right there. All righty. Butterflies Are Free is next, followed by Gary for Grace, followed by They Are Narcissists, followed by Marie Celentine. So please let me know if you're still here. Butterflies, you are next up in line. All right, They Are Narcissists here. Yay. Hi, Sue. Butterfly, are you still here, darling? Oh, butterfly. Butterfly is free. Hi, Linda. Linda, I would rather you email me your email address. That way it's not floating out there. You may not want everybody to know what your email address is. There she is. Okay. Well, I got cards just jumping all over the place. You can email me at swampvoices@gmail.com. All one word, swamp voices. And just send me your email that way. That way it's more protected. And I mean, even when I email y'all as a group, I put everybody in blind carbon copies so nobody sees what anybody else's email address is. Because some people get quite funny about that. Not saying that any of y'all do, but some people do. All right. Next few months. Adapting a difficult time. Adjustment period. Well, that kind of fits all of us now, doesn't it? So you got some adapting to do. You got some stuff coming up, difficult times coming up. You got some adjustments to make, maybe a little bit of adapting to do. Bend, not break. That's the key word there. And then I got carer, compassionate. Thank you for caring. So this is spirit just acknowledging that you're somebody that cares for other people, cares for animals, cares for birds, fish, insects, whatever. Excuse me. And then we got connection beyond the physical. Spirit is just simply saying, I am here. So I thank you for that very much. That's what they're saying to you. It came out wrong. I am here, they're saying. We thank you for that. We thank you for being compassionate, for caring about others, especially those that are more vulnerable than you are. And during all this time, you got a lot of adapting to do. So, yeah, but I think it's going to work out. It seems like it's not like a bad message. It's just like, to be honest, we've all got some adapting to do. So, especially if you live in the U.S. Oh my God. All right. Gary for Grace, you are up. Are you still here, Gary? Gary going once, Gary going twice. You still here, Gary? If you're still here, say something. Just hi, I'm here, anything like that. So that I know that you're still with us. And really, Deb, wow, they are really, I have no control over the commercials at all. None. I have it on like, we can choose whether if it's low, medium, or high as for the amount of commercials. And I have mine put down like to the lowest number they could do. And I'll have this happen. Personally, I started paying for YouTube Premium, which was like, it's like under $15 a month, but I don't have to deal with any damn commercials. So, because that's irritating. Oh my God, there's nothing more irritating. All right, Gary's not responding, so we will put him aside. They are narcissists here. Marie, you are next, followed by Literary Lady. All right, they are narcissists. I know you're here because you just responded a few minutes ago. And a perfect place to move to, live for years to come. My place this week. All right, great. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Dibs. Oh, there you go. Robin Rowland says that she has an ad blocker extension for YouTube, no commercials. You might want to connect with Robin here and find out how to get that, okay? All right. They are narcissists. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I don't mean to yawn in your face. Well, they are narcissists. Find my place this week. Damn, it started answering the question before I finished reading it. And that is a very strong yes. There you go. Spirit saying yes. So hopefully it's right. It's I can only tell you what it says. I can't guarantee you that it's going to happen because the energy changes. And what's a solid yes today could turn into a solid no tomorrow. So just be prepared, okay? But they're saying yes. So, all right. All right, Marie, you're next. Gary still hasn't answered. So you had asked, do you see me and Flip getting back together? And when time-wise? All right, that's more of a regular tarot card draw. Okay, out of there. All right. All right. Well, Marie and Philip get back together. Yeah, why didn't I get Flip? You're welcome there, narcissist. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it's spot on. Um, usually when I get something, I mean, that sucker was going. When I get something that strong, usually I would say you could take that to the bank, but there are those outliers. People have free will. Yeah, I don't know why I was seeing Flip instead of Philip, but you know, sometimes my brain does squirrely things. All right. Well, I got the star, so that's a yes. That's a really strong yes. So looks like there's a really good chance that yes, y'all are going to get back together. Now, time wise, I don't really get timing, but we can kind of just go with, will it happen? All right. Will Maria and Philip get back together in 2025? I'm getting a maybe. Will they get back together in January 2026? Still a maybe. In February 2026? Still a maybe. In March of 2026? Whoop, that changed into a yes for March of 2026. So there you go. That's there's your win, March. And let's see, let's draw one more card real quick. And we got the Four of Cups, which stands for apathy, regret, missed opportunities, stagnation. So I think this is, don't sit around and pine for Philip, okay? It's meant to be, it's meant to be, and then things will work out fine. At this stage, because you got a pretty definitive yes for March of 2026. So I would say give it time, give it a little bit of breathing room. You don't want to be breathing down his neck or calling him every day or texting him 50 times a day, because that'll just drive him away, and you don't want that. Sometimes the greatest attractor is distance and having an apathetic attitude. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because then it requires energy for them to continue to interact with you. Again, like I said, timing it's a hard thing, because spirit world, there's no such thing as time. That's strictly a man-made construct to help us understand our world, our lives, how it all works. So, I mean, I'm seeing that, yes, there's a really, really strong chance y'all are going to get back together by March of 2026. At the same time, because I drew that apathy card, it's like that you kind of want to pull back. You don't want to constantly be asking or talking or showing up where he is, because that can have the opposite effect. As they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So pull back. If he shows up in the same place you are, great, fine. Hey, how you doing? Leave it at that. Go visit with other friends that are there. Because you want to switch the pursuit to be from him and not from you. Although I can already hear feminists screaming in my ears. I'm not saying that women are not allowed to be aggressive in a relationship. Heaven forbid. My late husband and I would have never gotten together if I hadn't made the first move, because he was too damn chicken shit to do it. And after waiting several months for him to make a move, I finally got frustrated and I made the first move. And that, it just worked for us. So be patient, be kind. When you run into one another, wonderful, awesome, fine. If he calls you for a date or to meet, for a coffee, if you're available, great. If you're not, say you're not. Say, I'm sorry, I'm not available on Sunday at 3:00. I am available on Wednesday around 2:00. Would that work? I mean, you want to appear as if yes, you're still interested. Yes, you still want this relationship. You don't want to be seen as a burden. So you want to keep a little distance, make him have to work for it. If he really is the right one for you and you're the right one for him, make him earn it. Don't give away the milk for free, as my grandmother used to say. Make him buy the whole damn cow. So take that whatever direction you want to take it in. That's what I was told when I was young. All right. Literary lady, are you here? I have not seen literary lady in the chat. All right. Teresa Phoenix is next, followed by GG 777. All right. Teresa, are you still here? Teresa, going once, going twice. Teresa Phoenix, are you here? All right, we're going to move to the next one. Gigi, are you still here? Oh, Gigi. Gigi. All right, well, they're not here, so we're going to wrap it up because this has been almost 2 hours. I will be back at 10 p.m. Central tonight. Join me for the slumber party if you want. Y'all have a great Saturday night, and we will see you later. Bye.